Perhaps Denmark's most famous landmark, the Little Mermaid, looks towards the sea and this country's maritime past. But if these tourists came to see a symbol of the new Denmark, they're looking in the wrong direction. Clean, renewable wind power is arguably the new symbol of Denmark, now a world leader in alternative energy. In Denmark, you'll find the world's most efficient power plants.
The steam that this turbine runs on is mainly from wood pellets.
Running increasingly on biomass, from fields, forests, even garbage.
It's 1,000 degrees inside the furnace.
But the story of how Denmark has changed the way it uses energy is best told at home. Most mornings, Lisbeth Ebbinghaus leaves her husband and 2 children and commutes to work on her bicycle, a 4-mile trip.
This is the worst part.
Lisbeth is not alone. More Danes bicycle to work per capita than anyone in the world.
It's a 25-minute ride every morning, eh?
Recent polls show Danes are not only largely willing to conserve energy and promote renewable energy, they're willing to pay for it. Lisbeth's husband, John, is American.
When I came here, I was encouraged by my new wife, oh, don't take too long a shower because we pay for that. Okay? And every time you left the room, you turn the light off.
The family saves water while waiting for their showers. They catch rain off their roof.
There's a bypass valve here
to help water the garden. They bought a super efficient clothes washer too and dry their clothes outside even in the wintertime.
It's not that awful.
It's a practice by itself that saves up to 1/4 of their energy bill. Lisbeth works for the power company.
There's nothing like getting into a bed that's just been washed, the sheets have been washed outside and you come in and it's fresh, it's really fresh.
They heat with natural gas, but they use their wood stove to keep costs down.
Well, it's still a work in progress.
And they are now insulating to the highest standards.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing this entire area blanketed with this stuff.
The proof is in their bills. Despite living in a cold country with high government energy taxes, this family of 4 spends only $160 a month on gas to heat their home, hot water, and for cooking. In fact, the average Danish family consumes less than 1/2 the energy of the average American family. Why do they do it?
We were so dependent on oil from the Middle East, and then when the first oil crisis came in the beginning of the 70s, then we was very hit.
Steen Gade, a senior member of the Danish parliament, says, following the OPEC oil embargo of 1973, the government began heavily taxing petroleum in an effort to decrease its dependence on foreign oil. They purposely made gasoline expensive by taxing it. It's now about $6 a gallon. As for their cars, this new Ford Focus costs $51,000 in Denmark. $34,000 of that is tax. Yet most Danes, like this retired baker buying a car, understand the benefits of that.
It's the tax that our state uses to finance a lot of things, so it's good.
In the 80s, the Danish government tightened the belt, and they tightened it till it hurt. And people got very used to turning the thermostat down and putting a lower wattage bulb in and riding your bicycle to work because everything was taxed to the maximum.
Many here will tell you that when the Danish government began heavily taxing oil and autos and energy consumption, it wasn't because it was wonderfully far-sighted. Rather, it just wanted more money and higher taxes. But regardless of the motivation, look what happened.
80% of Denmark's electricity used to be dependent on imported oil. Now, Denmark is a net exporter of energy. The Danish company Vestas is now the largest windmill company in the world. Wind alone has created 30,000 new jobs.
Now today we are running 20% on wind power in Denmark, and the ambitions of the government is to at least double this as we go forward for the next 10 years.
And if there's a Danish miracle, it's this. While energy use in the United States has skyrocketed for 30 straight years, Denmark's energy use has not grown at all. In 20 years, its economy has grown 78%, while cutting its carbon emissions in half.
Many people have said that is impossible, that cannot be done, but we have done it.
Taxing energy, subsidizing alternative technologies, has not only reduced Denmark's dependency on oil, it's created thousands of new jobs and left John Ebbinghaus feeling a bit more Danish every year.
I feel privileged to know how I can make less of an energy footprint than your average person, and I'm the one that gets to reap the benefits of that.
For World Focus, John Larson in Copenhagen.